With this, dear ladies and gentlemen, also from my side, a very warm welcome to all the participants to this 6th edition of the INSTO Insights webinar series. We focus today on solid waste, a topic that also Patanes is focusing on already. I have some slides prepared for you that I wish to briefly share with you, so that what I want to do is to set the scene, to set the minds for the topic on solid waste. Solid waste management, I think, is a topic that is highly relevant for all tourism destinations, especially there where tourism is growing, that a proper management needs to be in place. What I want to briefly do is just checking my PowerPoint here. I just will want to run you through some slides where I provide some overview on the members of INSTO that I always do, a little bit an update on the new dates for the INSTO webinars and the global meeting, then some slides on tools and resources where you can find relevant information on the key measurement areas, and then a brief overview on the indicators in the area of solid waste management that are used by INSTO members. With Patanes in the Philippines joining the INSTO family, we have now 38 members in the network. We are a growing network. You can see here that one more now in Asia and the Pacific, with 15, 11 in the Americas, 12 in Europe. However, the family is growing. We have several applications on our tables and are expecting in the coming weeks some more members, namely Cali in Colombia, the Atlantic Coast in Ireland, Gifu Prefecture in Japan, and Central Portugal, a region in Portugal, to join the family members. There are other destinations that are currently working on their applications or re-applications. As we have heard, not the first application is always successful, and it needs several rounds. But that there are more members coming, which shows also the interest of destinations in improving in the area of measurement, the impact of tourism at the destination level. One information also that I invite everybody to be aware of and to have later on a look, the preliminary reports, one of the key documents a destination that wants to become a member of INSTO needs to prepare the preliminary report, and the preliminary reports are then posted on the website of INSTO and can be accessed there. So you can find, for instance, the preliminary report of Patanes, the latest member, under this address of the websites of the network of INSTO. Which I think is all very interesting, in particular for those that are interested in joining the network. There are also of other destinations like Mallorca, like Malaga, Navarra, Bogota, Yucatan, Tlaxcala. All these preliminary reports are online. Now, quickly on the INSTO webinars, we had to adjust some dates. We are now on the 5th of July. The next one we will hold after our summer in the Northern Hemisphere on employment on 14th of September. That is the plan. Then wastewater management in October, beginning of October. Then for the rest of October, we will not do any because we have our General Assembly. Our 160 member states will meet in Uzbekistan, in Samarkand, between 20 and 24th of October, which keeps us very busy. Therefore, we are switching our annual meeting, to which all INSTO members and INSTO friends are invited, cordially invited, encouraged to come. We will take place in November. We are looking at 21 and 22 of November. The meeting usually takes place here in UNWTO headquarters in Madrid. And we are now discussing with our colleagues in Malaga the idea, the option to continue the meeting in Malaga, so that you come first to Madrid and then we continue to work in Malaga. But more information on this will follow once it is confirmed. Just a second. This is this, and then we have the other remaining webinars we will hold in November and December, maybe even January 24. Now, quickly on tools and resources, the INSTO members and friends are benefiting from a website that we have established on the network's website. So when you're interested, for instance, in solid waste management and how to measure, then here you can find it where once clicking on solid waste management, information is popping up as follows, namely various publications that deal with the issue of measurement, but also other resources that not necessarily are from UNWTO. We are updating this list usually when we find or come across new publications or webinars or publications, and are uploading them here for you. We invite everyone, once you find something what is maybe missing on this website, or that you have published yourself something and you want to have it reflected here, please let us know and we will be pleased to upload it. The publications are UNWTO publications, in particular the guidebook from 2004, where most indicators for any area concerning measuring impact of tourism at its destination level are reflected. Is always the first publication mentioned on this Tools and Resources website. Another publication that I have included here is the one from the World Bank Group, Water Waste 2.0. I think this is a wonderful publication that gives a good global overview on the issue of solid waste. Before you start dealing on the local level, to have a global overview on what waste exists and which problems there is, how much waste is generated, and that an increase of 70% of waste is expected. That the food waste, the green waste as they call it, is 44% of all the waste categories. Here also a regional overview on who is producing more waste. Information like 33% of all the waste is not managed in an environmental safe manner. And that lots of still, the figure that you have on the right side, global waste treatment, 33% are still going to an open landfill. And also the increase of the projected waste generation per region in the graph up on the right side. I think it's interesting to see which challenge solid waste poses for anybody of us, but especially also for any destination. And we will hear more about this from our colleagues in Mallorca, in Malaga, and in China. Having said that, regarding now indicators available for measuring solid waste management, we have here an overview from the guidebook from 2004 with the different components managing total waste collected in the destination, reducing the waste, or the provision of waste collection services, all there, or there are indicators proposed, or also maintaining the clean image for the destination. The last one that is mentioned here, this is something that our colleagues in China are using quite often. We have here also provided just a sec, an overview of not only UNWTO indicators, but also from ETIS, the European Tourism Information System, which indicators they are proposing, but also GSTC, as you can see here. It is interesting to see that many of these indicators are not specifically for tourism. There are 8 for instance, as you can see here is waste attributable to tourism. I think that is an interesting indicator, but not used widely, let's say, but several others that are not necessarily dealing with the topic of tourism. So it's interesting to see that, and for us in INSTO and for any destination, for sure a challenge, but also interesting to see that. The next problems in using and moving my slides. When we look at preliminary reports, but also the annual progress reports that all INSTO members need to submit on an annual basis, we have come to the result that the most commonly used indicators at this particular moment is waste volume by destination per year or per month, and the perception of the cleanliness of a destination.